Clive. Is everything all right?
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the autumn clear. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
I don't know, perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Clive! You're back! You didn't happen to run up...
And what can I do for you? Well, you won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still... I remember it like it was yesterday. You're our leader now. Coin purse weighing you down? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much
Clive!
bothered either way.
You're back!
Back, are ya? Things here ain't too bad. Nah. Things here ain't too bad. Nah. You've forgotten already, 'cause I haven't. Still. What do you want? No scratches, all right? Anything else?
This plank will have to be replaced.
Nearly half the crates were lost to bounty.
But they bloomed at all as a blessing.
It's not the
This tongue here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it tea. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
Much was lost when the first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work. But we did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
Look, Sid. Squeaks wants to meet you. I can keep him, can't I? Can't I?
Does that one have blood on it?
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
My knowledge is yours. Look around you. Still, why? It has been difficult, certainly. Had you not let us hear, I still remember. And thank goodness they did. If you need a... How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Not back a blink, and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole it. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
As hither yon dance autumn wind. Have you been to the toll? I hear an issue.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk. What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
Clive. Is everything all right?
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, Old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing. Complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
It's not that I don't trust Cole to do his bit, you understand?
Clive, Sid. Cole and his men left earlier. I can have another party ready, if you deem it necessary.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Never been to Curltail Falls myself. Never seen a girl for that matter. Not that I want to. I heard they'll tear a man from cock to crown soon as...
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth. Yeah. I can't imagine Herbalist needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day. Yeah, Sid. How is it I... never see you on the ferry?
Clive, Sid, Cole and his men left early.
It's not that I don't trust Cole to do his bit, you understand?
Here, some curial root tea for the pain.
Rosaria's not so kind to travelers these days. If you're bound for the rest, make sure you keep your wits sharp and your steel sharper. Rosaria's not so kind to travelers these days. If you're bound for the rest...
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man. No one works longer or harder than our Otto.
Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish my sums.
Well then hurry up and finish them! We need 3 for curling geese.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us. But be warned, I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
Can't catch a wink with all the clamour in the hall. The atrium's quiet this time of day.
Sid, what's the special occasion? You're welcome to join us for a spell. The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
Go on. What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are. What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now.
There's talk.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Citizens are free to come and go as they please. Checkpoint's open to all. You'll find a little beyond Northwest.
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again tonight. But the captains...
Time was, there were great coin sacks swinging from every belt in town. Not anymore. Since the capital moved, they're all shriveled to the size of peas.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
How can the Vale serve you today? Before there was a North Reach. But... alas. Not everyone left the capital. In a few short moons, the Vale does what it can. The realm may have changed. I will admit, I fancy yours, meanwhile. Be sure to give my regards to Otto, won't you?
Not many travellers heading north these days. What with the fields barren and the Penitent's Gate closed.
It's over.
If you're looking for a meal and a bed, I suggest you continue up the road to Northridge. You'll find little here but dust and despair, and certainly none of the bounty these parts once offered.
The thanks we get. I hope the bastard chokes on a bowl of fucking desert porridge.
I've got nothing to sell you, traveller. We've barely enough for ourselves.
There was a time this place would have been stacked high with sacks of rye and barley and spelt. Then Drake's head vanished, and our livelihoods with it. Now all we have are memories.
Who does he think he is? Making me sweep up like a bloody branded.
When the crystal cracked, so did the preacher. Stopped giving sermons. And then one day he was just gone.
Away, traveler. The Penitent's Gate remains closed by order of the Imperial Throne.
We watch over a corpse that does not yet know it's dead. The least we can do is see it is not defiled any further.
Good day to you.
But when can I go on a special
But what about the curse? Can't you use a crystal instead?
I'll be fine. Besides, the village can't be using its last few crystals to do its dirty laundry, can it?
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes. Keep fighting the good fight.
If you ever need a room, Sid, just say the word. I'll have a bed made up while you eat. That goes for your friends too.
Sold barrels.
Good to see you, Sid, as always. Master Quentin's out back.
How might I help you, Sid?
Hello, Sid. Take a seat.
If you must know. However, lest you wonder, yes. Regrettably, until next time, Sid.
Hey!
If we're to sup on sour news, let it be over sweet wine.